Inside EKU Sports. Brought to you by Jimmy John's. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky fresh. Welcome to Inside EKU Sports, a production of EKU Athletics. After 32 straight games away from home to begin the season, the EKU softball team will be at home. Grand opening of Gertrude Hood Field, and Coach Jane Worthington with us. You got to be really excited about Saturday ground opening ceremony and then a doubleheader against SIUE. Absolutely. What a great team to open up with, and then have that be our very first game on the new stadium will be just exciting. It'll be fun. When you see the new stadium, what's best for the program and for the fans as well? How has it changed things, improved things? Well, it's just fun being there. You walk in, you know you're at an event. It's a stadium versus a field. You get in the stands, there's chairback seating, you're comfortable. Sidewalks all the way up to your seat. Yeah. The view, there's not a bad seat in the house. It's going to be nice. And it really has to help recruiting in the long run, too. I mean, it shows a commitment to the softball program. Baseball has done the same thing as well. Right. It's nice being able to have players come in and their high school field not be better than ours. Right. And I don't think there's a high school field in the country that will hold a candle to what we have now. So it's SIU Edwardsville, as we said, then Eastern Illinois on Sunday. You're coming off a win over Belmont, a split of the doubleheader against the Bruins. How you playing? Because I know early on you were concerned about your defense, hadn't been on the dirt much because of the stadium work. Our defense is getting better. It's still a work in progress. If we come out with energy, effort, and aggression, there's nobody that we can't beat. If we're complacent, there's nobody that can't beat us. Is the hitting ahead of the pitching right now, or where do you consider yourself a low-run team, or you know, where are you? What do you need to juice a little bit here? You know, that's the thing. We just need to be more consistent at everything. Our pitching has done a good job. I think Alex Sahlberg has a 2.6 maybe ERA. Molly is under 2, Molly Pollock. And then our hitting, we have probably 6 that are close to 300 or better. Our defense is starting to get a little bit better, but it's just putting it all together and making sure that we're consistent. So a couple of doubleheaders this weekend, then you go back out on the road, and the game that was moved, Kentucky will be here on April 25th, a 6 o'clock game, and that one ought to be fun at Gertrude Hood Field as well. Yeah, it sure will be, and it'll be nice playing under the lights and have time where people are off work and can actually make it out to the game. All right, so we're going to have a grand opening ceremony, I understand, and then the first pitch, and a big day on Saturday. So what's the key to making sure we christen it with a victory? Because I know you're playing a really good team. We are, and there's all of the teams in the OVC are having good years. Yeah. Get people out there. Let's get some people out there so that it can pass off onto our players, and they have no choice but to be energetic. I always say the 6th man. I guess in softball it's what, the 10th man. There, right? You go. We need that 10th man. All right, thanks, Jane. Again, Eastern Illinois on Sunday, but before that, the grand opening of the stadium, a doubleheader against SIU Edwardsville on Saturday, 1 and 3 game times, and then the Panthers of EIU on Sunday, 1 and 3 as well. We'll see you out at Gertrude Hood Field for a fun weekend this weekend here in Richmond. And when we come back, we'll switch it over to baseball on Inside EKU Sports.
And Marv, our blood sugar is dropping. Go, make us a plate.
30. 1. And 31.
We'll literally die of hunger.
Would you slide in, please, Carl?
Freaky fast.
1.
Bingo!
No.
Carl.
Jimmy John's.
Every day is a concept that few people can commit to. Every day requires a level of dedication that forces you to test your limits.
Every day I'll give back to the community because I draw strength from their support. Every day the sounds of your cheers will echo through my mind. Knowing that you have my back means I can always look forward.
Every day I'll be too tired to sweat and my bones will ache. Every day will provide me with the slight edge that I need to succeed. Champions are built every day.
EKU is the campus beautiful. The school of opportunity, where you are always welcome. And it feels like home. We're changing how we look, but our mission is still the same: to help you expand your knowledge, discover your passion, and unlock your purpose. Be a Colonel. Your time is now.
The EKU baseball team completed a sweep of Tennessee Martin last weekend with a 3-0 shutout. It was the first shutout of a conference team since May of 2012. And one of the main reasons why is senior Caleb Johnson, who joins us now. Last week, you had a save on the road over Marshall and then saved 2 of 3 games against Martin. You're humming late in the game, closing the door on opponents.
It's been good. Really been able to get in a rhythm lately, and obviously got to give credit to my team. They put me in that situation, and it's just been great. Been playing good baseball lately.
To me, in watching baseball, being the closer is the hardest job in baseball, because you're either the hero or you can be the GOAT. And I know it's not all about the individual, but do you have to have a different mentality than being a pitcher in another part of the game, a starter or a middle reliever?
Sure, I think it is. Obviously, it's crunch time. Pressure's on, but I try to just go out there knowing that I have good defense behind me, and I know my team's played hard all game, so just try to do my job and lock up the win.
You went 5 2/3 innings over those 3 games and only gave up 1 hit and had, I think, 7 strikeouts. So is the strikeout the key, or is it keeping the ball on the ground?
The strikeout always helps, but like I said earlier, I always just try to be efficient with my pitches, and I know that if the ball's ever put in play, I have a great defense behind me to make the plays. So,
last week we had senior Ben Fisher, and he leads the country in home runs, so it's good to have a teammate like Ben be able to pound it out of the park.
He is. He's gotten on a tear lately. It's something special. It's definitely great to watch every time he's at the plate.
You're a senior you graduated from Tates Creek in Lexington, an accounting major, so what's the future hold for you, Ken?
I'll graduate in May with my bachelor's in accounting, and then I plan on attending UK in the fall, kind of going to the rival school, but they have a good program, so I'll be there for their master's program.
So wins over Tennessee Martin this weekend, now out on the road to go against SIU Edwardsville. 8 of the teams make the tournament, and I know this is another pivotal weekend series.
Absolutely. Every time you get a chance to play conference baseball, it's always good to get every win you can, and it's never easy. Playing Division I baseball, you got to value every win, and but we're in a good place right now. We're starting to get in a rhythm on all 3 facets of the game, and we're looking forward to this road trip coming up.
You're back 4 games from April 13th to the 18th at home. New stadium now, Earl Combs Stadium. When you're on the mound or in the dugout, does it feel different? Because I know as a fan sitting in the stands, it does.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've played ball at Eastern since I was in high school, summer ball games and everything, and having the new stadium, it feels like a brand new place. It's awesome, and we obviously love playing at home. Getting a lot of wins, so it definitely has a different feel, and it's good.
All right,
good. I like it.
Good luck the rest of the year. I know the team headed for the OVC tournament in all likelihood, and I hope the season continues to go upward and onward, and you continue to get saves.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Caleb Johnson, the closer on the EKU baseball team. Well, we've talked softball and baseball. How about golf next? We'll hear from one of the student athletes, Sofie Levin, when we come back on Inside EKU Sports.
Grandkids? No! Dee, do you want me to help you clean up? No, I don't need you to do nothing for me. Get out.
I hope Mom's out of sleep. It's awfully late for dinner.
Break it fast.
Thank you, sweetie. Who wants a cookie?
Jimmy John's.
10 seconds to go. Harper coming forward. Moves in top of the key. 6 seconds to go. The 3.
Welcome back to Inside EKU Sports. A sure sign spring is here. The next match for the EKU women's golf team is the OVC Championships down in Alabama. And senior Sofie Levin is with us today. Sofie, you've been all tournament the last 3 seasons, and the team has won the last 2. So a big challenge in your senior year.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. What's the key to having a good match in tournament play? Because I know you and the team have played very well.
We have been. We've played really good. The key, golf is so complex. I don't really know if there's one key, but definitely think that teamwork is a huge part of it. Even though it's an individual sport, we still root for each other. We still have this little wave thing going on. And so just feeling like you're on a team even though you're playing an individual sport has been a huge factor for our success in our program.
The Colonel Classic had 13 teams last weekend. Eastern finished 3rd, very close to Ohio for 2nd, and Ball State won. Both MAC teams. You beat 4 other OVC teams, so good preparatory for the conference.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
cold for one.
It was cold, yeah, very cold. And it was raining a little bit. It was wet, but we just try to hang in there. We came up a little short, but the other teams were playing really good. But like you said, we beat a lot of other OVC teams. So
you're from Stockholm, Sweden. You get to Eastern Kentucky, and you're telling me once you get your degree this year, you may go on to grad school then.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I'll be graduating with sociology in May. And I'm thinking about finishing up my globalization major and starting my grad school.
I had a chance to go to Stockholm just briefly for one day, beautiful city. As you arrive in America and you get acclimated to the United States, what's the major difference?
Oh, I get that question a lot, and I don't think I've found a good answer for it yet. I honestly think that, it's easier to ask what's similar than what's different, because a lot of things are different.
People are people, though. That's the one thing in traveling I've noticed, is that everybody wants the same thing. They want to be healthy, they want to be happy, they want to get along. Have you noticed that? Is it fun to be with teammates from different cultures?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I feel like I've been so enriched as a person, just be able to take part of so many different cultures and languages. And college is really a place where you can meet so many different people and you can really learn. If you're open-minded, then you can learn.
So finally here, you go into your final OVC tournament. If you were going to describe Sofie Levin as a golfer, you would say, I am what?
Oh, I am...
It's like a 10-foot putt on the 18th hole
here. I'm picky. I'm picky, yeah. I can be a little hard on myself sometimes, which I've been working on for the last 3 years with Coach. So, no, but a good driver. I drive the ball good off the tee. So.
I need to get you out on the range. I can't even hit a wood.
Absolutely.
Good luck to you and the team down in Alabama in the OVC Championship.
Thank you so much.
Good to talk with Sofie Levin, a senior golfer on the women's team here as the spring sports are heading towards their championships, and good luck to the men down in Alabama as well. And we remind you to keep up with the Colonels all season long at EKUsports.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That does it for another edition of Inside EKU Sports. We'll see you again next week. Inside EKU Sports, brought to you by Jimmy John's. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky fresh.